Greetings, y'all. Happy Wednesday. Trusting all is well for you. And if you feel like all is not well, I pray that in some way that you can lighten your heart and see the good in God in your life. Because surely there's much to be grateful for. I want to hop on with a word. 3 things that get in the way of us manifesting our destiny. 3 things that get in the way of us manifesting our destiny. Many people say, you know, I don't know my purpose in life, or I feel like I need to find my purpose. And I believe it's simple for us all. You know, our purpose is for us to get to know ourselves, and to once we get to know ourselves, be able to allow our destiny to be revealed to us, and then manifest our destiny, period. And when I say get to know ourselves, I mean our highest selves. Get to know us with peace, power, and joy. Get to know us in alignment, feeling powerful, feeling purposeful. And it takes development, it takes time, it takes commitment for us to do that, especially in a space and time where we spend more time focused on other people's purpose, other people's desires for us, or our responsibilities, or the world, or whatever. We spend a lot of time focused on things outside of us. And so it takes time for us to really be with ourselves and go through different experiences and all of these different type of things for ourselves to be revealed to us. And then once ourselves, our highest self, is revealed to us, then our destiny is revealed to us. It takes time. So be patient. If you feel like you don't know your purpose, or you feel like, you feel like you're kind of lost, or what, just be patient. Be patient and have an earnest heart to allow your destiny and your purpose to be revealed to you, and it will be. But 3 things that get in the way of us manifesting our destiny. 1, mindset. 2, caring too much about what other people think or what other people need. Really caring too much. That's another thing that gets in the way of our destiny. And then thirdly, weakness. Weakness, that's the word that came out immediately. The lack of resilience. So 3 things that get in the way of us manifesting our destiny. Mindset, caring too much about what other people think, what other people need, caring too much in general, and also the lack of resilience. All right, so let's get into mindset. Okay, mind is everything. Let's be clear. Mind is everything. As a man thinketh, so is he. Period. So if you want to know how a man thinketh, just observe their life. You want to know where you vibing at mentally, whether it's conscious or subconscious, take a look at your life. If you're always worried, if you're always feeling like you lack something, that's how you think. You know, I was just reading the affirmation today that said, or it wasn't an affirmation, it was a statement in the book I was reading that said, many men build bungalows when they should be building palaces. You find yourself living a life of lack because you think lackful thoughts. You think very limited. Okay, from and that limited mindset looks different. We're not just talking about money. We're not just talking about things. A limited mindset can manifest as you have a strained relationship with your mother, or some family member that you may have love for, but you have a strained relationship with them. A limited mindset is to believe that it's nothing that you can do. Well, it's nothing I can do. They are who they are. I am who I am. That's a limited mindset. If you have an unlimited mindset, you will say, I may not know how, I may not know when, but this relationship is going to reconcile. When you think like that, then the capacity for anything to happen activates in your life. And that is accessible for all of us, but it's determined by the way the man thinketh. The way the man thinketh, so is he. Just remember that. And so, if you have a desire, whatever your desires are, whatever you feel will bring you peace, power, and joy, whatever those things are, that's a part of you. Those things matter. You know, whether it's I have a desire, I really feel like I should be wealthy. I really feel like I should be like really, really, really healthy. I really feel like I should be in a relationship that is so peaceful and fills me with joy. I really feel like if you, whatever those are, that's a part of you. Not to be ignored, but it's not for you to go try to make it happen or find it anywhere. It's for you to align with it. And to align with it, it has to be the way you think. You have to think in that way. All right? So mindset is definitely one of those things that get in the way of our manifesting our destiny. It gets in the way. And so I say, you know, align your mind. Whatever it is that you feel that you desire in your life right now, align your mind. And one strategy that I talk about and teach about all the time is denial and affirming. Denial and affirmation. And there's a strategy I also teach in my meditations. A scripting exercise that we do a lot is the tab exercise. I won't go into that right now. But that denial and affirmation is you're denying those thoughts that are negating to your desires, and you're affirming. You are literally opening your mouth. Your words are your wand. You're literally opening your mouth and affirming that which is in alignment with what you're desiring, with what you're affirming in your life. So you constantly, when you constantly affirm, then you dissolve those negating thoughts, but you have to constantly affirm. Watch your mouth. Your words are your one. Even the little small things that you say can be getting in the way. All right, so that's mindset. The next thing, caring too much about what other people think, what other people need, and caring too much at all. I challenge you, if you're listening to this and this is resonating with you at all, go and look up the etymology. You can look up the definition too, but I really want you to look at the etymology of care or caring. Look it up and see what you're doing when you care so much. It's likened to burden, to be anxious about, to carry. So you walking around talking about, I don't want people to think I don't care. Why would you want to care if you really know what that meant? I'll challenge you right now to go look up the etymology. etymology, etymology of the word care. Let's stop caring like that. Even with, you know, your visions and dreams, don't start obsessing about them, burden them. Have them, enjoy them, but don't care. Don't care. I know that sounds so foreign because we've been taught to care. You should care about what others think. You should care. No, find another thing to do, but don't care. So let me give an example of caring about what other people think get in the way of you manifesting your own destiny. Okay? And this happens to many people. It has happened to me in the past when I used to work. When I used to work for the university system, or even the education system, the public education system. So, you know, with every fiber of your being, that you need to take a break. That you need to take a good break. I'm talking about more than a vacation, like a break, like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks off. But you worrying about, well, what they gonna do without me? You caring about what's gonna happen if you take that time off. You caring about how they gonna react if you take that time off. You caring about but see, it's getting in your way because everything in you is telling you you need a break. But you're carrying the concerns of others. You shouldn't be concerned about what other people think or what other people say when you know Spirit done talk to you about something. Seriously. Spirit talks to you. And really, you can try to explain yourself, but you can't fully explain yourself and what God is revealing to you or saying to you that you need. You can't really do it 100%. We just give thanks for those who may understand or who may be in tune with what we're saying. But we can't expect people to understand how Spirit lead and guide us. But you're caring about what other people think. And so it gets in the way of your destiny. So there you go. You putting off that break. You just keep putting it off, keep putting it off, keep putting it off. And then bam, you end up with your hair falling out, with the stay in the hospital. And then what happened? Do you think they care about you? Let me know. No. Because their needs, they're gonna want to fulfill their needs before they fulfill yours. So they'll push you right on out, give you a resignation, push you to resign and fulfill your spot. And there you are in the hospital, sick, hair falling out. I'm just saying. So I'm not saying, you know, I don't know the word yet that we got to replace with care. I would love for us to do that and figure it out and offer it, you know, to ourselves and to others. But even down to just my son, like, we have very, very deep conversations. And I've been talking to him about these kind of things since he was like 12. And I said to him, you know, brother, you know, I know this sounds rough to some people. They may not agree. It is what it is. I'm not one that care too much about what other people think. But than yours. I love you. I take on this role fully as the facilitator of your journey to help you to be able to establish your own peace, power, and joy. But my peace, power, and joy, it definitely matters to me more than yours. Okay? So, what that requires is for you to do your own work to establish your peace, power, and joy. And as I commit fully to my role as a facilitator in your journey, I will support you in all the ways that I can. But what you won't see is me coming outside of myself, negating, denying my peace, power, and joy in order for you to feel like you have it. 1, it's not sustainable for you. 2, it is very essential for me to stay in alignment so I can be the very best that I can and fulfill my calling, whatever that is that God has called on me to be in your life. Ashe. And that's how we should treat every relationship. And that's how we should teach our children about relationships. But what we do, you gotta care, you gotta share, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Stop. Okay? That's what I'm gonna say about that. Okay? I'm gonna be done with it, because I could go on and on forever with that caring thing. I can tell you that a lot of my clients, I would even go to say most, have an issue, or I won't say have an issue, but struggle with that caring piece. caring too much about what will my husband say, what will my children think, what will my supervisor say, and you know what fuels sometimes that caring? Fear that they won't accept it, and so they're gonna take something, they're gonna lose something, they're gonna take something away from them, they're gonna take love away from me, they're gonna take money away from me, they're gonna take whatever. So I'm gonna care, I'm gonna make sure that they feel good now, because I don't want to lose anything. Okay, well, that's where you got to build your faith up, and you have to realize that people and things are not your supply. Your knowledge and consciousness of the Most High is your supply. Your knowledge and consciousness of the reality of God activates that reality in your life. That's your supply. Don't ever forget that. Fear will dissolve when you truly accept that and give over to that. You know, that the knowledge and consciousness of the reality of God is my supply. And when I carry this, when I have this knowledge and consciousness of the reality of God, then all is well and all is supplied in my life. Fear will go away. And so then you do what the Spirit is telling you to do, without fear and without aggression as well. You don't feel like you got to go in there. I'm going to take my break, and I'm going to take it no matter what you think. It doesn't matter what they feel. You'll go in there and do what you got to do and be done. And whatever their action is, you meet it with a reaction of faith and courage, and you keep it moving. You do it all out of love and light, and you keep it moving. And then you affirm that which you desire to come out of that situation, and you keep on going. And watch how life starts working out for you so much more easy. And all of these barriers you feel like you have, all of these limitations you feel like you have because of what other people would think and what other people would do, and what you feel like you will lose if you do these things that God done told you need to do, that stuff will go away. You'll start realizing, oh wow, they didn't even react how I thought they would react. Oh, they actually gave me 2 additional weeks, and when I came back I got a raise. You know, that type of stuff don't happen in your life if you're walking around with fear and never do what God told you to do. You will never experience the magic and miracles of God if you don't walk in faith. How you gonna experience God if you don't walk in activation of it? Come on now. Come on, somebody. Ashe? Ashe. Okay, the last one, because I've gotten to my destination. The last one. The last thing that gets in the way of, at least the last of the 3 things I'm speaking on today, that gets in the way of you manifesting your destiny. The lack of resilience. The lack of resilience. Some of us are addicted to our comfort zone. We are addicted to our comfort zone. Soon as something starts feeling uncomfortable, we ready to quit. Soon as we start seeing something that is different than what we think it should look like or sound like or feel like, then now we doubting. Now we're starting to offer thoughts and words that's negating to that which we are manifesting. Gotta be more resilient. Gotta activate your spiritual power, your spiritual strength. That spiritual power and spiritual strength is when you can have peace that surpasses all understanding. When you can affirm in the face of adversity. When you can see the good and the God in situations that nobody feel like is good in God. That's your spiritual power, your spiritual strength. When you can walk through the fire like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and don't get burned. Okay? When you can talk your talk and walk your walk, even when we don't look like it. And then even with other folks, you know, well, girl, I don't know, girl, you sure this the right way to go? Because it ain't looking good for you, sis. And that's why you need to stop talking to people. Okay? That's why you need to stop talking to people. Stop scattering your forces. Stop scattering your forces. You know, you're leaving yourself unprotected when you telling everybody what you got going on. Folks don't have the mindset you have. And when they speak their opinions over their life, they cast curses and cast spells. You know what you're supposed to be doing. Do what you're supposed to be doing. And be not afraid. And be strong in the Lord. I sound like a real deal Southern Baptist evangelist at that moment, didn't I? Be strong in God. Listen, talk your talk and walk your walk. Why? How you feel like you gonna do that? Because God said it. What's that song that just came out just recently? They didn't think I could, but God did. Period. I can't tell you. If I start testifying, now I'll really be, it's 11:11. If I start testifying, boy, I go on and on forever. I go on and on forever. I can tell you how many times God has the Almighty, the infinite, the infinite intelligence, the infinite spirit, the divine mighty power of the land has calibrated and linked up things in my life that people would never think is possible if they go off of the standards or the way of man. How you think you could do that? You ain't got enough money. How you think you could do that? You ain't never did that. How you think you could do this? How you think you could? Because I'm not going off of man's standard or what man think or what you think or he think or she think. I'm not going off of that. I'm going off of what God said to me, what Spirit revealed to me, and keep nudging me and nudging me and nudging me to do it. That's what I'm going off of. So half the time, I can't even explain it to you. So I'm definitely not talking to you about it. Ooh, I can't even put the words to it myself. So I can't tell you about it. I just recently, we was reasoning about the full moon, and some kind of way I was talking about my Jupiter being a Scorpio, and a part of it, you know, the language that they use is that could cause a level of secrecy. Like you could manifest as one who walks in secrecy, and that's a way to say it. But the thing is, I walk in God, so it's not a lot of words that I can tell you. Plus, I'm finicky about my energy. I don't need you casting no spells and no curses over my life and my destiny. So I don't want to tell you what God got in store for me. You'll see. You'll see. You'll see it. And when it's time to speak it, I'll speak it. Period. But oftentimes, God gonna reveal to you, like I said earlier, I was reading something that said man often build bungalows in their mind when they should be building palaces. A lot of time, it's palace type thinking going on. No understanding, no logic, no reason, none of that. And what do most people want when you're talking to them about something you working on or something? Well, what's the reasoning behind it? Well, what's the logic behind it? Well, what's the plan? Give me the 5-year plan, the 3-year plan. Well, what you gonna do with this and what you gonna do? I don't have the answers to that. I don't have the answers to give you. Like, all I can tell you is what God said. The answers unfold often. I can't tell you all of that. So I don't want to be in a position where I'm being asked all these questions that I don't know. And then here you are with your doubt, your fear, your logic, your reasoning, casting spells. I'm good. And forgive them, Father. They don't know what they do. They don't know that they're doing that. People don't intend on. Your mama didn't intend on casting that spell over your educational career or your other career when she said her feelings of doubt and all of that. She was coming from where she was consciously, or your marriage or your whatever. She didn't intend on casting that spell over you. And I'm just being real. I have a child. I'm conscious about casting spells over his visions and dreams, especially when he feels compelled to share them with me. But we don't have, a lot of individuals don't have the consciousness to think like that. So keep it to yourself. The last point, I don't know how I got on that one and just expounded on it, but clearly it needed to be expounded on. But that last one is the lack of resilience. Come on, you got to be stronger, man. Come on. You got to be stronger. It don't matter what it look like. It don't matter like that. It don't matter like that. And I know that sounds like easier said than done, and it may be. But it is what it is, because I'm telling you how you're gonna manifest your destiny, all parts of it in a glorious way, is when you don't allow what you see and what other people think and what you're experiencing to knock you off of your square. Stand firm. Stand firm. Expect nothing less. Expect nothing less than what you are calling into your life, and what God is revealing to you is yours, so that that which is yours can be yours and come to you. Ashe. Okay? So be strong though. Like, you, as soon as you get uncomfortable, now you, I don't know, I was hoping for, and I was, what? Affirm it. Oh, it's gonna come to pass. It's gonna come to pass. Absolutely. God only knows completion, no failure. Affirm it. Keep saying it over and over and over again. God knows no failure, only completion. Only knows completion. Period. It could be late in the midnight hour, God will turn it around. You need to affirm it. Affirm it in your life. Whatever it is, affirm it. And don't be weak about it. It's not going to always look like you think it's supposed to look. But it's working out in a perfect way for so many different reasons that you may not even know. I know somebody can bear witness to that. I know for a fact you can bear witness to that. Things don't always work out how you think they're going to work out, but they work out in a perfect way. I can't tell you how many situations I've been in where I had an idea of how it was going to work out, and it worked out in a whole different kind of way. And not only did I gain what it is and more out of what I was wanting, but I learned so much. I experienced so much. I met good people. All type of things happened because of it working out in the way that it was divinely ordered to work out, and not my way. So I always affirm, may your will be done, not my will. Okay? Roll my will up in your will. May my will be may I align with your will. Always. Ashe. All right, y'all. Peace and love. I pray that this word was inspiring to you. It brought some clarification, some inspiration, some motivation in your life. I pray that you will walk with a positive mindset that is affirmative, that you will release the caring of what other people think, of what other people need, and focus your intention and attention on what the Most High has revealed to you as your greatest good, and that you will be strong in the face of adversity. You will affirm and you will stand on exactly what it is that you know that God is calling into your life. Ashe, I give thanks. I give thanks for you all tuning in. All right, y'all. Peace and love. Peace and love. See y'all when I see you.